Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to this Mom Life podcast. My name is Bisos. I'm a doctor and a mom, and in this space, I talk to you about motherhood and how it affects various aspects of our lives. If you're new here, welcome. Please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, and just sticking around generally. And to all my returning subscribers, I want to say thank you very much. I really do appreciate you. So today, I want to talk to you about helpful tips for postpartum recovery. I know that my mamas are here, and of course, my mamas, lovers, daddies, uncles, aunties, and everybody. Okay, so I want to just talk to us briefly about helpful tips for postpartum recovery. I think I have about 7 of them, and I do hope that you find it really useful. And top on the list is that you should take it slow. Mama, I know you feel very strong. I know you just popped out the baby and boom, you feel really good. But please, take it slow. Your body has gone through a whole lot. You may be coping beautifully well, but it is good that you ease gradually into activities. Rest as much as you can. Listen to your body. Don't overdo it. Yes, you may feel strong, but please take it slow. Take it slow. You want to be the one to do everything. You want to calm down and rest. Get your foot off the floor. Because, many mamas even have swollen feet not long after, during pregnancy and even after delivery and all of that. Rest that body. That body is doing a lot of work to recover. Take it slow. The second thing I want to talk about is your medications. Of course, depending on where you have your baby and the judgment of your midwife or your doctors, they are likely to give you some medications, even if they don't give you anything else. At least you will have pain meds, right? And if you feel that you have pain, it's good to take your medication. That can help you feel better. And then any other prescribed medication that you're on, from antibiotics to your multivitamins, iron supplements. And I also do counsel my mamas that you should continue your supplements, your vitamin supplements and all, even after having baby, because of course your body is now giving of its own to the baby as well, particularly if you're breastfeeding. And also your body needs those nutrients to heal and to recover. So please do take your medications. They would help you to recover from postpartum much better. The next thing is that you should see your care provider if you notice anything unusual, anything strange. Even if people around you are telling you that it is normal, please see your healthcare provider. Ask questions. By the way, this may just be a good time to pop in this announcement. So anticipate. We'll be coming up with something that we call Mom Buddy, and this will be a platform where mamas can check in and ask questions, confirm that what they are seeing is okay, where we can signpost you to the necessary help that you need and all of that. But yeah, it's brewing, it's in the process. We are coming. Let's just say that was an accountability check so that I can get it done. Anyway, moving on. See your healthcare provider if anything strange happens. And let me just ring a bell here. Grandma's Council and all of the other village of mummies around you, their counsel, their experience, their advice should not replace your medical consult. Maybe I need to say that again. The counsel of, everyone around you should not replace your medical consult. Please ask your nurses, your doctors, every question that you need to ask them. Anything that bothers you, anything that you are not sure of, please ask questions from the appropriate quarters. Yeah. The next thing I want to talk about is to prioritize your self-care. It is very, very easy to forget yourself in postpartum. Everything is revolving around baby, baby this, baby that. Before you say Jack, baby is crying, baby wants to feed, baby wants to sleep, baby wants to change diaper, baby, 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 baby. Please don't forget yourself. Remember to do the things that will help you feel better. They may be as little as, just a relaxation bath. If you have somebody to, hold baby for you for a while, if you have been recommended a sit bath, I know that this can be confusing. Some people, particularly those who had a cut that we call episiotomy, their doctors might say that they should not have a sit bath, and their doctors might say they should. So there is sort of no point of agreement on this, depending on individual healthcare providers and the experiences that different institutions and doctors have had, and their individual protocols. Whatever it is that your healthcare provider has told you to do, please do it. But also do it right. So if you have been prescribed a sit bath, please ask questions. There's a correct way to do it. Don't go burn yourself down there. That won't be good. Okay. Part of your self-care is also your Kegels exercise. These are also things that we want to start to help people to know how to do, just so that they can recover better. Your Kegels exercise is also very good. It will help, to strengthening the muscles down there. We call them the pelvic floor muscles, right? It will help to strengthen them. Some people are at risk of prolapse. That's like the organs inside coming out after having baby, because of that heavy weight of baby that was carried over time and all of that. Some people can even have urine coming out without control, basically. So this Kegels exercise can actually help with some of these symptoms. So you can ask your healthcare provider how to go about it. How do you do it correctly? Yes, as part of postpartum, you may want to also think about getting yourself on the move, snapping back and all that. I actually think I'll do a whole video on my idea of snapback. But you see, that physical snapback, I will still say that you should fall under the place of taking it slow. Yes, that does not mean you should neglect the basic things that you should do, but don't go all out on yourself. Don't go all out on yourself. The weight that you gained over 9 months, I know that some of us might not be comfortable with it, and that's why I really spoke about body shaming and all of that in my last video. You can't lose it in 6 weeks. And another thing that I also plan to come talk about, you see, sometimes we just think that all of postpartum is 6 weeks. That's just the preparing. Postpartum is a whole lot more than that 6 weeks. I digress again. So yes, please prioritize your self-care. Doing things like sit bath, Kegels. If you have the strength, whatever you can tolerate in terms of exercise, but don't go too hard on yourself. Step out for fresh air. People like me that are, introverted, we just like the comfort of our room. If you are the one that I'm talking to, please just drop a comment and say, I feel you, I hear you. We just like the comfort of our room. We just like to be inside the house. I don't think there's an offense in that, right? But, recently I've also started to put pressure on myself. Well, maybe not pressure now, but make myself step out. Even if I don't have anything to do outside, just go smell some fresh air. It does a lot of good. It clears the head. It's good for your mental space. You kind of feel fresh, feel revitalized and all that. So yes, step out for some fresh air. You can even step out with baby. I know those grandmas will not allow you. I know. But in a safe environment, clean environment. You can step out with baby for a little bit so that at least you also can stretch and feel relaxed. Another important tip is nutrition, and I put it as good nutrition. As I said this, I remember one of my teachers in medical school was asking a patient what good nutrition was, and he said, "Is it EBA?" And everybody busted into laughter, like, really? And yes, I mean it. Is it amala? Because grandma said that you just had a baby and you should have amala, hot amala and soup. It's not a bad idea, but please remember to load up on your vegetables and fruits. Very, very important. Remember to eat things that are of nutritious value, particularly if you are breastfeeding. You need those nutrients for yourself. You're giving and giving and giving. You're healing. Baby is taking and all of that. Ensure that you're, feeding well as much as possible. They will tell you to drink a gallon of pap so that breast milk can flow. I don't want to digress again. Yes, good fluid, and which is my next point, adequate fluid intake is good, but please don't just load up on pap, 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 and pap. Balance that thing up. Add some protein, add some vegetables and fruits so that your body can get all that it needs for this season. And the last one is plenty of fluid. And of course, yes, that's where they say, okay, take pap, so that breast milk. Yes, true, you need lots of fluid for milk supply. But I am here to convince and not confuse you today that it doesn't just have to be pap. What you need is lots of fluid. So if it is tea that you can take, if it is water, if it is, whatever it is that goes well, just make sure that you're having enough fluid intake, right? And it's also going to help with water retention. It will help, to ease the body from, the initial state, because pregnancy is kind of a water retention state. It will help the body to get over that and all of that. You'd be able to excrete everything that you need to let go well and all that. And then remember also, there's been blood loss. That's some volume loss already, so you need to replete that volume and all of that. So please, as much as possible, ensure that you're staying very well hydrated. Stay accountable with your water intake, because it is very possible to assume that you're drinking enough when you're actually not drinking enough. There's so much more that you can do to make postpartum recovery easier, because it is not really easy actually, but at least to make it easier. But I hope this few that I've shared with you will be of help. Please share it with a mom, share it with a mama that you know, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. So I come your way some other time. Stay blessed and beautiful. Bye.